Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing a review on a monitor that I did an unboxing of a couple months ago. I actually had a subscriber ask me to do a review on it because they're considering buying it. So here we are. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty in the background, just to give you guys something to watch while I discuss my findings upon this beautiful monitor. So, yeah, it's a 24-inch monitor. It's an IPS panel. It's got a 1 millisecond response time. It's got HDR10, 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, and 1 display port. Now, first thing I want to put out there is I am not an expert on monitors. I do not scan with the little thing to make sure the colors are accurate or see what percentage of the colors are accurate or do any of that other stuff. You know, I'm just a guy looking for a monitor that is reasonably priced that'll do what I need it to do. So now that we got that out of the way, I got this monitor because I was looking for something that would pair up well with the new generation of consoles, as well as give me that nice high frame rate on PC. So I was looking around, and you need HDMI 2.0 in order to get 120 frames per second out of your new consoles. In my case, it was a PS5. So that was a prerequisite, and this monitor ended up having 2 HDMI 2.0 ports. So that got met. The price was reasonable. 1080p, that was fine with me. Before I got this monitor, I was gaming at 1440p. But with how the market is going with PC parts, I'm trying to extend the life of my computer as long as possible. So, I downgraded to 1080p, and I can barely tell the difference, to be honest. So I just use my 1440p monitor as one of my extra monitors. HDR, I've never had luck with. That being said, this is the first monitor that I've had HDR on, so calibrating it is rather difficult, so I just disable it. I've tried calibrating it a couple times. This monitor has HDR10, and it always looks dark, man. Like HDR, like super emphasizes the darks and the lights, and I could never get the calibration right. So I just disable it. I mean, the monitor looks amazing without it. So my previous main monitor was a TN panel, and I can say that this IPS panel, the colors absolutely pop, man. Absolutely pop. Everything, it's like eye candy, dude. And that's what I wanted. You know, I didn't want another TN panel because the colors are just not there. They're very, I don't know, monotone. They're very just kind of bleh. And before, from the research that I did, TN panels used to be the fastest response time panels. So gamers would almost always choose TN over VA or IPS. But now, as technology has advanced, IPS and VA are on par with TN panels as far as response times. So I was like, you know, as anything below like 3 millisecond response time is fine with me. And this one ended up being 1 millisecond with an IPS panel. So I was like, dude, I won't even notice pagodas, man. We gotta pick this bad boy up. So yeah, response time, things lightning fast. There is no latency whatsoever. It's just bap 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 bap. Another thing was I was worried that I was gonna get screen tearing while playing PC games, because my old monitor had G-Sync on it, and this monitor has FreeSync, which pairs with AMD's hardware. I can safely say that I have never experienced screen tearing on this, and I'm using an NVIDIA graphics card, so I just have FreeSync off, and I've had no issues with screen tearing whatsoever, and I get the full 144 frames per second. So that, you can check that off. No need to worry about screen tearing. You can run it with an NVIDIA card. No problems. Now, let's swap over to console gaming. This is a big one. This is awesome. So, when you plug in your console, the FreeSync I believe that the FreeSync pairs up with the AMD graphics card inside of, I believe Xbox has AMD as well, but the PS5, and it will upscale the resolution from 1080p up to 4K. Now this isn't native 4K, so it's not going to be as eye-popping as native 4K, but hey, that is a huge bonus. If you want upscaled 4K, bada bing, bada boom. I did not know about that, and I did not cover that in my unboxing that I did, because I hadn't used it yet. But that was huge. So for console gaming, amazing. If you want to play 4K, well, I should say upscaled 4K, then you got that covered. If you don't, then you can manually put it down to 120 frames per second, 1080p. Now it is worth mentioning that if you go up to 4K, it will be locked at 60 frames per second. But hey, that's fine with me. So yeah, that was huge. As far as the stand, I think I covered everything for actually using the monitor. I didn't have to do anything as far as setting anything up. I just plugged and played. I did adjust the colors a little bit just to give them a little bit more pop. I added like 10% more color saturation for blue, green, and red. And that just made the colors pop just a little bit more. But I mean, I have a TN panel and IPS sitting next to each other, and the colors are just amazing. So as far as the stand is super sturdy. If you watch my unboxing, the I don't know what to call it, the backbone of the stand is unnecessarily sturdy. The thing is huge. It's not gonna go anywhere. The arms look a little skimpy, but the thing is so sturdy. I've had no issues with it. Aesthetically, it's all black. You can't see any red looking at it. The weird thing is, underneath the stand and the legs of the stand, it's red. So if you have like a glass table and you lay down, then you can see the red accents. But if you're just looking at it from the front, it's just all black. So if you're worried about it looking a little crazy and you just want a nice sleek look, this thing looks sleek. The only thing is the backbone of the stand is pretty thick, but I mean, it is super sturdy. Also, another big thing is you can move the monitor up and down, but the awesome thing is you can also rotate the monitor so that it's vertical. Like you can rotate it 90 degrees. So if you want to get this as like a second or third monitor and you're a streamer and you like your extra monitors to be vertical, then this thing is perfect for that. And yeah, I mean, there's no real, I haven't had any issues. Like I haven't had any dead pixels. I haven't had any flickering. I haven't had any crazy things happen. No screen tearing. The only thing that I dislike about this monitor is just like a pet peeve of mine, and that's when you turn it on, it beeps. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Like when you turn it on, it goes beep. Just like the PlayStation, you turn it on, it goes beep. I'm sure the Xbox does some sort of little beep thing too. But that's the only thing I dislike about the monitor. Everything else has been great. It looks nice. It's super sturdy. It's amazing for console. If anybody's out there and they just want to get it for console gaming, this thing is awesome. Just because it will upscale up to 4K. That was pretty big for me. And honestly, they should put that on the sales thing on Amazon, because that would give them big sales in its own. But I digress. So yeah. For a reasonably priced IPS gaming monitor, I give this thing a 4.9 out of 5 just because it beeps. But besides that, yeah. I think I covered everything. So yeah. Okay guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And maybe I'll do a review of the PS5 as well.
That's a new record.
And the Elgato HD 60S Plus, maybe.
New record,
I don't know.
I just said
But yeah, hopefully this helped you guys decide on what monitor you're gonna get.
95 kills. My previous
Alright, guys.
record was 83.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
See you guys on the next one.
Feels good. Set a new record. Ooh, that is what I'm talking about. Yes, the blood gods are happy on this day.